You know, I think I told this story before in stream once before, but we got to revisit it, man. Because listen, check fraud is real. Bank fraud is very real in this country. I had this girlfriend at the time, and, struggling for money, the whole struggling couple thing. We're going to work, struggling for money. Tax returns are coming in. This is around tax return time. And, we're filing our taxes, getting the returns, this and that. And for some reason, when my girl had filed her return, she had got an opportunity to do like this photo shoot gig, just like days later after she filed her return. It was like a photo shoot. And the thing is, it made sense because she used to do like pictures and photos and artsy shit before. So the person contacted her and said they would pay her like $200 to like obtain some pictures from her. Okay, so she gives the lady the pictures. They're going to use it on some catalog. She has to sign off her likeness. It's okay. They send her the money, right? It's a check. The check clears, ladies and gentlemen. The check clears. So we're like, oh, shit. Let's get some groceries. Money in the house, baby. Well, long story short, they berate her. They say they accidentally sent the money. Can you please send it back? They don't want the pictures anymore. The service wasn't that good. But in our head, we're just like, fuck it. Whatever. Just send it back to them. Tell me why the check bounced and she was negative $200 after sending that money back. They sent her fake money for her to send back real money. This shit is crazy. Now, granted, that was a very stupid choice to make, sending that money back. But this is why I don't have any remorse for bank scammers. Because listen, if you come across me and take my money, I'm finna be hunting you down. I will admit though, that shit was funny as hell. I think back on that story and I'm like, damn, we were stupid as fuck. But let's go ahead and check out these bank scammers who get caught this time. Because the people who robbed her, they didn't get caught. Let's do this thing.
I'm saying the account itself is closed.
That's not what you told me this morning.
On July 17th, 2023, officers were dispatched to Regions Bank in response to a report of a woman attempting to cash a fraudulent check.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Checking the ID. I have a debit card as well.
Are you Amanda? Okay. Yeah, just a little.
Now listen, this check fraud is the #1 way for scammers, in my opinion. Over time, I feel like banks are just going to remove the whole check system in general because, listen, it's the same way they got my ex. You know what I mean? They give you a check, it works. The bank actually accepts it. That's the craziest part. And then the bank will find fraudulent situations with it, and then they'll take the money back out of your account. It happened that whole time when everybody was cashing out hundreds of dollars from Chase Bank. It was around that time. So I feel like if you're ever going to get paid through a check, you better make sure that thing clears before any of your services are completed. I'm telling you, because there are some hounds out here, and they're just looking for idiots. And these two are definitely some hounds.
Some concerns about your driver's license.
Well, it's old as crud and it's due at the end of this month. And I'm getting an Illinois license this week. I've been up here in, I've been in Illinois long enough, so yeah, I have to get my Illinois license. I had identity fraud, and I had to clear that with the state secretary's office.
She what?
Everybody gives me heck about it, but I have other banks that
It just feels it's.
Well, it's been through the
It's just
organization,
old.
and it's been through a ringer. It's 4 years old. It's due at the end of this month, and I'm getting my Illinois.
I'm not going to lie. My ID is longer than 4 years. Where's my wallet? Don't worry. Why would I show you personal information anyway? Listen, my ID has been kicking since like fucking 2020 or 2019 or some shit like that, okay? That bitch is pristine. Now, hey, I might take care of my ID a little bit better than others, but once you tuck that shit into the wallet, it should be okay. That ID looks like cardboard, or at least it sounds like it. You hear how he flicked that shit? That shit don't sound like no ID to me. But hey, maybe different states, different quality. It's just old. That shit looks like a Social Security card.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I believe you now.
Yeah, I know, I told you.
She told me to make it.
This has been
I mean,
happening?
it was hard for me to cash my income tax check.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, it was hard. I mean, there's just no, I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
But I have it on my phone. If you want to look at my phone, I mean, it's me.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be fine.
Okay, I'm not fraud.
Yeah, it just,
I understand completely.
yeah, it feels like it's been through the ringer.
It's been more than right now.
160.
I do. Where are you, officer?
Well, I like New Hope talking to
I'm paying on this bit, by the way. I'll give it free.
Where's that? You have this happen quite a bit.
Yes.
Where'd the check come from?
The check came certified mail to my house,
Good.
and I had to sign it. And then I called their bank this morning. I mean, I called up there to that place up there, and she said it was approved and everything was good.
Okay.
And so I just stopped here and
Okay. So the check came by certified mail. Who from?
from well, actually, the
God,
post
she already forgot who paid her. You forgot who you wrote on the line of the check. Where did she find this check out of the trash or something and try to use a fake identity to cash it? What the fuck? You didn't look at the check and see who's cashing it to you? Maybe think of a corporation that would make sense or some shit? Like, god damn. You could tell this is something she's been doing for a while, and she kind of probably just passively forgot about it. This is the free money glitch that she's been doing for a few months. And now, on attempt number 15, the cops come in, and she forgot which one this is today. That's what I'm thinking. Because ain't no way you're doing this for the first time, and you don't know who you have on that check. She's like, oh, shit, who cashed it to me? Let me look at it again because I forgot my backstory. Lord have mercy. This is some small town on some, definitely a small town.
she wouldn't call it certified mail, but I did have to sign for it. It was the post office, U.S. Post Office, and I did have to sign for it.
You don't know who the check's from, though?
Well, okay, I had a car accident.
Lord have mercy.
A trucking service hit me, and that was in 2021.
Okay.
Okay, I did sue them. I sued Warner Trucking Service, and I sued another trucking service, but I never expected to get, like, I didn't pursue them all the way because the Warner Trucking, service, whatever, guy had actually rear-ended me. He nicked me and shoved me off the road on the ice. Okay, and so I assumed that came from that. I didn't really know.
Okay. So
But I was expecting a check.
So that was 2021.
Right, but I was now, mind you, I lost
The
the
accident
post office
happened.
a long
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Now,
I
and this
was
is the
expecting
first
a check.
time. This is the first time you've received one of these checks.
It did say cash that check at Regions Bank. That's the only thing it said inside.
Yes, so it did. And I can call that person back at the bank too, and the lady that owns the trucking service.
Okay.
Hi guys. We got nice looking officers.
I like how mom is over here trying to, I don't know if that's her mom, maybe her partner in crime, maybe her PIC, you know what I mean? I like how she's trying to lower the tension. She's over here like, at least you guys are nice. I like meeting my officer. Oh, fist bump? Oh, you could tell she's nervous. But I would like, people like her are the people I would probably prefer be around under times of pressure because at least, they're not going to freak out. They're going to try to make odd jokes or some shit. I'd prefer that. She's doing her absolute best to mitigate this situation. Shout out a good friend or a good mom. I'm not sure these two's relationship.
That's kind of part of the criteria of getting hired here.
So no, I'm being looked at as I've done something wrong, right?
What's wrong with the check?
We run into stuff like this all the time.
What's wrong with the check? Is
You
it
see how she hit the I'm just a girl post? Everything's so funny when you're trying to not go to jail. I promise you. You will never see a more calm and poised criminal than one before they get arrested. They're making jokes. They're over here smiling, being respectful. The second the cuffs come out, they turn into demons. Shit, crazy. I'm wondering if these two are gonna crash out or not.
Not valid?
The biggest thing is just this ID here. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well,
I mean, the other thing is the account for this company. It says it's closed because of fraudulent activity.
okay, well, I just spoke to the woman this morning, so I can call her back if you'd like me to. And I spoke
What was
to the
her
lady
name?
from the truck. Diana is her name,
Diana.
and she owns that.
Is there anything illegal in your purse? Do you mind if I
No,
take a
no,
look
no,
in there?
no.
Is that okay?
No.
Do you mind if I take a look in there?
Well, yeah, I do, because it's my personal business, but
Okay.
no, there's nothing illegal in there. Anyway,
What would it be?
but yeah,
Yeah, well,
I mean, this is
I'm just asking. I ask everybody because I don't know you. I just
I like how she shut that down. Whenever an officer asks you about your belongings and he didn't do that at the start of the situation, it's because he's receiving crackhead vibes off of you. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you ever start talking to somebody on the street or just a random person and you're having this conversation, and as they talk further, you're realizing that this is an unstable crackhead-like motherfucker, and you're like, okay, I engaged with the wrong person. Let me try to disengage as soon as possible. That's the same thing for these police officers. They're realizing that she's kind of a crackhead, and now they don't want to get poked or stabbed by nothing. You know what I mean? At first, they thought she was normal. Now we're starting to get a little hints of crackheadism out of this interaction.
I want to make sure there's no guns or bombs or anything.
oh my
else.
God.
no,
Like that.
mom.
And I'm saying bombs. I'm just trying to.
that.
I'm trying to make this. I'm trying to alleviate the tension here. That's all.
Okay, so
So,
here's
you
the
got-
fun of my.
Okay. No, I believe the ID is real. I mean, can you lift your hat for me a little bit? Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely you. It's just the issue is this check. You got into this accident like 2 years ago. I get like lawsuits take a while.
Okay, and I just
How
called her
did-
this morning, and she said everything was fine.
Who did you call?
I called Diana, the lady that owns the trucking service,
What's the name of the trucking service?
the Waller and Waller LLC, and I called their bank up there in
You said
that town.
Waller and Waller.
Yeah,
Because that's not the name of this company.
that's what they called it, Waller and Waller. That's how she pronounced it to me.
See, she's forgetting her story. You know, you do these crimes too often, you start forgetting your story. You start being sloppy. I promise you. She probably made about $30,000 off of this scam for the year. You know, going around, cashing little checks here and there, and it just got too easy. Man, listen, if it works the first time, look around real hard, because sometimes they're on that ass and you don't even know about it.
It's Diana. I can go out to the truck and I can get you the phone number too.
Oh, let me, you can get us.
Yeah, I mean, I can
They got a
get
truck
all
on
of
the
this
lot?
cleared.
You can get it all cleared.
I don't have any fraudulent act.
Well, that's the only issue that I'm having though. Is this?
Okay,
Just
well,
check.
let me.
I'm trying to figure out where this came from. Because if you just randomly received a check in the mail, I
It's
mean, it's.
certified. You signed for it, and I read it. I read it.
I understand she signed for it.
Okay.
Do the mail.
I'm saying
Call
the
my
account
husband
itself
right
is
now.
closed.
That's bullshit.
So that's not what she told me this morning.
That's right.
Oh, that's what the people that work for Regions is telling me right now.
I'm gonna believe that thing.
Hey, Hoy,
She-
could you send me a picture of the thing that came with my check? It should be laying in there by the nightstand. Would you send me? I've got police all around me because I tried to cash the check. I called the bank up there, and I need that piece of paper that came with the check.
Okay, what did you find?
It was there by the nightstand.
Well, I see the nightstand. I don't think the papers around anywhere.
Well, look for it and call me back.
It was a certified letter.
All right, thank you.
Let me ask you this: if we called our canine out here, do you think it would alert to your car if it sniffed your car?
It shouldn't.
I called
It
this
shouldn't?
morning.
Nope.
If you were actually positive, you'd probably say something
Go
like,
right ahead.
"Absolutely
Like
not."
usually you do.
Well,
We
I
can search it?
asked
Because it's your
No,
uncle's
you
truck?
officers.
Okay.
Oh, see, I told you they got the crackhead vibes. Now they know that they're doing check fraud. Now they're looking for drugs. You know, police like to double shit up. It's almost like extra credit. And I hate that shit. They'll stop you for a traffic stop. Then they all of a sudden want to search your car. Then all of a sudden they want to do a DUI field sobriety test. Then you're in jail. Now, that's a different topic for a different day. But this is what he's doing. He's compounding his arrest now. Now we know we got her for check fraud. Now we finna go raid that fucking car and find them drugs. You know what I'm saying? 2 for 2, baby. You know what I mean? And one thing I will say is fuck them dogs. I love my dog, but fuck them dogs. Them canines that sniff for drugs. How am I supposed to just take your word for it that the dog alerted on my car? You can literally just say, oh, he alerted, and search my shit. Every time I think Every time I hear canine dog, in my head, I just hear illegal search because anybody can be like, "Oh yeah, he alerted." Now I can get all up in your shit, whether the dog alerted or not. So I feel like that's a little cheat code police officers use. But that's a different story for a different day. Fuck the canine unit, man. I know that there's certain canine units that really do shit. You know, they chase bad guys, they bite bad dudes, and they do all that shit. But the alert dogs, no hate to the dogs, but I feel like the officers use that to get into your shit. The dog's sitting there like, I ain't alert to shit. And the cop is like, oh yeah, he alerted. So, you know.
It was it came with the letter.
Oh, I didn't. I'm just gonna.
With the
95.
check that you,
She drove, right?
Yes.
Okay. Why are you here with her?
okay, I meant,
Just for a friend of mine. I have family that lives in St. Louis.
How do you guys know each other?
They're
Through her
scamming
husband,
buddies.
I used to cut his hair. I'm a hairstylist. I run a barber
they
shop.
are
I cut her
in
husband's
their
hair.
degree after,
And
over
her
in
son.
China.
What's her husband's name?
Hoy White is my husband's name.
Oh,
Oh, okay, sorry.
good answer.
Joseph.
It's actually Joseph.
Hey, Amanda, go ahead
White.
and stand up front. Put your hands behind your back for me. Go on.
Why are you
Come on.
arrested? Why are you
You're gonna be
arrested?
under arrest for fraud, okay?
Why am I under arrest for fraud? Are you really being serious right now?
Yes, ma'am.
No, I'm sorry, but I did not fraud nobody.
I'm sorry. You know, I respect the hustle, bro. The scammers that scam like day-to-day people, fuck those guys. But, you know, the bank has insurance. You got caught, ma'am. You did it a little too often. She was trying to pay all her bills this year through that bank shit. Yeah, this is around 2023. That was fraud times, bro. 2023 was an interesting time of life. You know, if you weren't there, then you missed it all. People were scamming.
Okay.
That is crazy. I did not fraud anybody. I got a check in the mail. This is absolutely insane. And I swear to God. Will you please call Hoy and tell Hoy to come get me?
Well, let's not have anyone come over here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
just stand right here.
Please come to get me.
Do you have anything illegal on you?
No, I do not.
Okay. No needles, nothing like that?
Nothing. What in the fuck? And I don't think you can search me anyway, can you?
You're under arrest. Still do a search?
She got in the mail.
That's not very nice.
I know it's not very nice, but you know what? I'm just trying to go up in the car today. I wasn't trying to fraud anybody. I called their bank, everybody's.
Okay.
I mean, why are you calling it fraud? There ain't nothing in there. I do know this. I have a good attorney.
That's fine. We do too.
I know.
Yeah.
That cop on the left looks like a child. What, he just get out of fucking kindergarten and join the force? This guy looks like a child. I know he's probably all of 35, but he looks young as hell.
What else do you want to pat down? Did we take my bra off?
No, we have a. Do you have anything in your bra?
No, I don't.
Okay.
You want it off?
No, we have a female officer that will do a little bit more of a thorough search.
Okay, great. Can't wait.
I'm just gonna take this off real quick.
Oh, really?
Without phone in here.
Sure. Go ahead. Do
least
whatever
try
you need to do.
Okay.
Ouch.
Sorry about that.
No, I'm getting picked up for something I never fucking. Awesome.
Put that back on for now. All right. I'm gonna take out to my car for now. Okay.
So you're arresting me on fraud.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I know what my charges are.
I'm gonna open that window and pump the air up for you. Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah, she probably scammed my girl years ago. It was her. It was her. She did it. Fuck her. No, let me stop. She was out here scamming everybody. She was probably scamming the bank people, the fucking family members. Man, she was making a living off that shit. Again, you don't get caught. You have more of a solid story and a plan if this is your first time. This is definitely number 15 that she got caught on.
2130 in service.
Eating some Jimmy John's in this bitch. Okay.
Husband, so I can be bonded out.
Well, you'll get some phone calls. Okay. I'm gonna take her stuff to my car. Then I'm gonna be inventorying that vehicle. Is there anything else that you need in there? Sodas and cigarettes?
Soda, cigarettes.
Okay.
Okay,
I get you look at the
this is
face
cigarettes.
oh, there's nothing on mine.
Okay, well now's your chance to be on.
I'm gonna get started. Okay. I'm gonna be up front with you and everything. So your new charges are also now possession of a controlled substance and drug paraphernalia.
Told you. What is it, meth?
It may actually be empty. Oh no.
Oh.
Is it? Yeah.
What is
All
that?
right. So that was right here. Ice. Yeah. Fun.
What did I tell you? Man, AG Tactical for the win. What did I tell you? I knew it was meth. It's all methed up over there. I knew that shit was meth, and I knew they were going for a 2-for-1. You get somebody who looks like that, you're going to try to shake him down for every charge you can get as a police officer. I don't know if that's really the best thing you should do. I don't know if that's really having a rapport with the community, but that's what they do. I knew it was meth. She has the meth voice. And you know why? I think meth addicts like smoking cigarettes, like a lot for some reason. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it kind of like levels out the methamphetamines, but that shit looked like that Walter White meth. That shit looked good, and I don't even use meth. That shit looked high quality. Where'd she buy that shit from? Shit, let's continue.
I love it.
Everything else in her car, in her truck?
Well, you guys are both saying it's both of your trucks, so.
I said this was my truck. I told you I drove her. She doesn't have a license.
Well, you're in custody, so I'm not going to argue with you about this right now, okay? All right. All right. Kind of slid over there a little bit. I'm going to go around this car to the blue door over there.
The woman was charged with fraud under deceptive practices, false statement, possession of stolen or fraudulently obtained property, possession of methamphetamine, possession of a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and driving with a suspended license.
Yeah, that'll put her away for about a year. About a year. You know what I mean? She'll be back out there scamming and bamming just like she has been in the past. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful world. It's what you call rinse and repeat. You know? And some people can't escape that rinse and repeat cycle, and that's why a lot of people are, sidle. Finish the first part. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of people are like that, because, life is fucked up, especially if you get caught up in a rut that just seems like deja fucking vu. Things could get dark. But, hopefully she fixes her life. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Just methed up out here. I'll see you real soon. Peace.